be hopefully an alright experience. I am a bit of a fan of Bleach. At the very least, I watched all of the original show back then, and it took a while to watch it all, but it was in a very, very engaging universe as a whole. Down to where, because of what an engaging universe it is, I was always thinking about how it would be kind of cool to do a secular media breakdown for Bleach, given what a trip it is, as especially a Christian now. Thus, what I am standing here with right now is called Bleach Rebirth of Souls. And for what experience I do have with Bleach games, they've been pretty engaging, I'd say, so far. Uh, Specifically, I've played the DS game that happened. Uh, Man, I'm trying to remember. Uh, I'm trying to remember the name of that game. Come on. It was on DS and it took place after the whole thing with Aizen freaking uh basically uh betraying the Soul Reapers. And it was a pretty decent game for the DS. It had pretty good graphics for the time that was in 2D specifically. It was overall a pretty fun experience, I'd say. And despite that, uh, it did seem like a lot of people, however, uh, just haven't really played much of the Bleach games, if any at all, usually. Um, like we also had a game, a little series of Bleach games on PSP that were fighters that sadly never got out of Japan. And kind of the only way people play them now is with the likes of, you know, um, uh, having kind of a guide to help them figure out uh, like how to read the Japanese in the game. And then I've also played what is basically a Dynasty Warriors clone that was on PS3. And overall, what I have played for Bleach games has been relatively well handled, I'd say. So I've heard that this is decently popular because of the fact that it's, you know, Bleach. And it's a fighter. So I'm I'm excited to see what I could end up getting out of this. Yeah, sweet. It is dubbed. Yeah. Sweet. Because honestly, I do think that some dubs are a lot better than people are willing to give them credit for. Because by all means, there are some dubs that are not so great, to be fair. But there are quite a few that I think have been well handled, such as Full Metal Alchemist. Definitely, I believe Bleach is another one that had been well handled. What else? Sword Art Online, I feel like had actually a pretty decent dub as well. What else? In general, there's just been quite a few decent uh dubs in anime to where I feel like some people can be a little too harsh towards the dubbing process in the first place, because let's be real here, um when it comes to dubs, uh you have to be a little bit fair to the voice actors who do this work, because it's definitely not just a easy process when you have to try and time up the audio along with uh the mouth movements and stuff like that. It's overall a much harder process than people are willing to acknowledge it for. But yeah, I'm freaking excited here. This should be hopefully amazing. I wonder if this is how I'm gonna learn the rest of the storyline for Bleach at this point. What?
Get ready.
I wanna go up there.
So, you're here. Let's start then. Today you're sparring with me.
Oh boy.
You're not gonna teach me something first?
Don't
Wait,
be like
that isn't the
I just
same
think it'll
voice
be
actor
faster
for
you to learn
Ichigo.
what
Did they
to do
change
with
him?
by
Huh.
listening to me ramble. Anyway, this'll just be a warm-up for me. Come on, we'll start off light. Promise?
Man, the graphics here is amazing.
But if we're gonna do this, we may as well go all out.
Wait,
That's
no,
a
that
good
is the same voice actor.
Very
Okay,
well.
sweet.
I, Yoruichi
Nice.
the Flashmaster, will be your teacher. Let's start with the basics.
This game is a one-on-one 3D battle action game. To start, let Yoruichi teach you the rules of battle. Note explanations in this battle guide are based on standard control configurations. You change control configurations under options. Alright. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Gotcha. Take this.
Oh, the graphics here is freaking amazing. There are 3 actions with a rock, paper, scissors relationship. Attacks, interrupt breakers, guard defends against attacks, and breakers cancels guard. Okay. That's easy enough to understand, I suppose. Huh. Alright.
You're mine! Take this!
Is that all?
Take this!
Woo! Huh. Really? All that time? Whatever. Ugh. Well, here we go. Let's check this out.
Death is inevitable. It's unavoidable. Nobody in the entire world can escape it. Not even you. After a person dies, they turn into a corpse and rot. However, they leave something behind. It's called the Konpaku. Once it's been freed from the restricting bounds of the flesh, the Konpaku is ready to be accompanied to a new world. The Soul Society. This world exists on a plane that's entirely different from that of the living. There, in that world, souls spend their time together until some of them are sent back in order to live once again. This endless cycle keeps the amount of souls in the Soul Society and the world of the living equal at all times.
Whoa.
There are some who choose to fight in order to protect and maintain this spiritual balance. We call them Soul Reapers.
Damn! Ow!
You have done well to come this far, but I'm afraid you are no longer valuable nor interesting to me. Take a good look and promise me, right here and now.
Aysen? And granted, I never saw past the original series, so some of this might be brand new to me,
I can see
the
ghosts,
storyline.
touch them, and speak to them too. And also, no matter how hard I try, I can't get rid of them. To me, they're as real as living people. They've always been.
Thank you very much. Now I can rest peacefully.
No problem. And yeah, you rest in peace. It spins. It turns each time it touches the sun and the moon. It takes on unique shapes. The one thing that does
Graphics
not
in
change
this new Bleach game is just amazing, man.
is my powerlessness.
I mean, just
I wish for
wow.
strength. If I cannot protect them from the wheel, then give me a strong blade and enough strength to shatter fate.
It's close.
How's that for close? Jerk off!
How can you see
You can
me?
see me? And you kicked me?
Heck, I can see you!
Normal people can't see me. I'm a Soul Reaper.
That's your story? You're a Soul Reaper? You came all the way from this Soul Society thing to vanquish an evil spirit. That makes sense. You out of your freaking mind?
Insolent. You can see ghosts, yet you do not believe in Soul Reapers?
Of course not. I've never seen the Soul Reaper before. I don't believe anything until I see it with my own peepers. You're probably not human, but go play Soul Reaper somewhere else.
You dare speak that way to me? Buckaroo number one. Sight! It's useless to struggle. This is Keto, the demon way. A high-level spell only a Soul Reaper can cast. I would kill an insolent fool like you. But the spirit laws forbid us from killing humans, unless we've been ordered to. I'll let you off with a minor case of paralysis this time. And...
Lovely.
Wait!
do not presume what awaits you is not hell. It is the Soul Society. Unlike hell, it is a restful place.
So Soul Reapers are clearly very much a sort of situation where they're
Where's the ghost?
I
they're
sent him to the Soul Society.
like angels.
Konso, the soul funeral. You call it passing on in your language. We Soul Reapers have two principal duties. First, to shepherd normal souls, souls to the Soul Society. And our second duty is to vaporize the hollows. The evil spirits who attack other souls. This is my current mission.
Hang on. If that's your mission, you mean there's a hollow around here right now?
Also,
Don't stand there yapping, then
why
go
does
vaporize
your
it.
art suck?
Actually, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some time now.
Why not?
As if there was some force obstructing my senses.
Hey, Soul Reaper! What was that blood-curdling howl? Where did that come from?
Blood-curdling howl? Maybe... I heard it. That was the cry of a hollow. But it's like I'm hearing it through some unseen filter. What is it I'm sensing? And how could this boy have heard the howl before I sensed it?
That was
Oh
you,
boy.
Hey! Where are you going?
I'm going to kill it. Stay here.
Hold up! That's my family being attacked! Undo your spell! Now!
Oh boy.
Don't be a fool. There is nothing you can do. Be quiet and leave
boy.
this to me. Understand? The spiritual spiritual pressure. I didn't sense it till now. What is happening to me?
Cutting!
Stop!
Whew.
What are you doing? Stop! No human strength is enough to break the Keto. If you force it, your soul will... Impossible. He broke the Keto by his own power. That cannot be. Stop!
Man, the graphics here is just phenomenal for this game. No joke, dude. Woo, there's a first freaking hollow. Oh boy.
It's a hollow. When she said evil spirit, I thought it would look human. But it's a monster. This is bad. Why am I shaking? I'm not afraid of that thing.
Stay calm, Ichigo. The Hollow has not eaten any of your family's souls yet.
Wait! You said the Hollows attack people to eat their souls. So why'd that thing attack my family?
Hollows are attracted to extreme levels of spiritual pressure. But they also attack opportunistically. I've never met any human with so much spiritual pressure who could see a Soul Reaper or break a binding spell.
I
believe
mean,
she was looking for you.
there's a reason why, but
Huh? He was after me? My family being attacked is all because of me?
Oh, wait. That's not what I meant.
oh shit.
Soul Reaper!
Whew.
Ugly! You want my soul? Fight me! Like a man!
Woo. This is such a freaking trippy intro for Bleach still. I mean, wow.
Soul Reaper!
You fool. Fool. Did you think it would be over if you gave him your soul? Then you are a fool.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
This is so
wish to save
trippy
your
how
family?
biblical it is.
Just tell me how! I'll do anything! Tell me!
There is a way. Or should I say, there's only one way. You must become a Soul Reaper. Place the point of my Zanpakuto, Ghost Cutter, over your heart, and I will infuse you with half of my Soul Reaper powers.
It's
Are you
like
sure
giving
you can
his
do
soul
something
up to
like that?
God.
I do not know. The chance of success is low. If we fail, you die. But there is no other way, nor time to ponder it.
There's danger. Go! Run! You have to run, Ichigo!
Give me the sword. Soul Reaper. We'll try your plan.
not Soul Reaper. I am Rukia Kuchiki.
Ichigo Kurosaki. Nice to meet you. Let's pray this won't be our last meeting.
Let's fucking go. Nice, and it's even the OG Zanbakuto right there. Nice.
Here it comes. You're mine. I'm still here. We're just starting. Take this. Here it comes. Dodge it if you can. Take this. We're just starting. Sorry. I'll kill you.
Yeah. Boom, bitch. That was so awesome.
No. I meant for only half. I have lost all of my powers. And this sensation.
This is so trippy
Because that room
for a
was full of
freaking
spiritual
new
pressure.
fighter. Dude, I'm loving this.
That was what confused my senses. Never have I heard of a human who could see a Soul Reaper. Never have I seen a human break a binding spell. The Zanpakuto responds to spiritual pressure by changing shape. Never have I seen it so huge.
I mean,
What in the world is this kid?
damn. Damn. This is to be continued. What? Alright. Oh shit, there's like experience points like it's an RPG? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, now I'm really, really pumped. It's even a freaking RPG? Fuck yeah, dude. This is gonna be awesome. So fucking awesome. Oh, oh man, I am so pumped at what I'm freaking getting with this. Alright, there's a shop, of course. Yeah. I have a feeling I am going to end up loving this, actually. I mean, wow. I'm gonna take a short break, though. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's continue here. Chapter 1, The Substitute Soul Reaper Arc. So, in the next part of Bleach, Rukia loses her powers as a Soul Reaper, and Ichigo becomes a substitute Soul Reaper to defeat Hollows in her stead. Orihime Inoue and Yasutora Sado notice that something is off with their friend. They try to talk to him about it at school, but he hides the truth and continues to hunt Hollows. The two get even more suspicious. Deep inside Orihime's memory, a mysterious and hazy recollection lingers on. Next time on Bleach. Few weeks later. Living Karakura Town, Ichigo's room.
Hey, Ichigo! Come on! Wake up already!
Yeah.
Would you look at the time already?
Oh.
Hurry up!
Go.
Hurry up! Wake up! Hey, it's morning! Morning! Hey, Ichigo!
Quit it! Get off my face!
I had to wake you up, since you obviously can't do it by yourself.
It's clearly the voice actor that I recognize for voicing Axel in Kingdom Hearts.
You know.
Late?
Hurry up and get dressed for school already! Or would you rather me to go in your place instead?
No way. All you do when you're inside my body is ruin my reputation.
You could just go ahead and skip it, though.
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
Who do you think you are to act so high and mighty?
I'm the Great Cone, trusty partner of Karakura
Cone,
Town's
this
substitute
is such a
soul
little
reaper,
shit.
Ichigo Kurosaki. Hey, are you even listening?
Partner, don't make me laugh. I'm gonna go to school. You stay here and behave.
You'd hope.
Sure. Just hurry up and go. Anyway, let me regale you with this incredible epic tale. It's about how this generation's most handsome mod soul, me, came to meet Ichigo and his
Oh
friends.
boy.
It's really quite the tearjerker.
Oh boy. Yay, dealing with the cone, the little shit.
Lately, that hothead Ichigo has been busy fighting all these hollows in Rukia's place as a substitute Soul Reaper. And the first person he saved was his amazingly hot classmate, Orihime.
Oh boy.
Turns out that the hollow who attacked her was actually her own dead older brother. As an older brother himself,
That,
it's no
it
wonder
was
that Ichigo
hardcore.
couldn't stand for that. Eventually, Orihime's strong feelings managed to get through to her brother, who calmed down and disappeared. It warms you all up inside, doesn't it? Well, that's Inoue for you. The next person he saved was Yasutora Sado, also known as Chad. He's Ichigo's much more muscular friend. Chad had a parakeet with the soul of a young boy, Shibata, inside it. A hollow who used to be a serial killer was after that young boy, but luckily Chad and Ichigo were able to save him. Soul Reapers are only able to cleanse sins that are committed by the dead. That hollow had sinned before dying, so he ended up in hell. And after all
That says everything
Ichigo met
too,
me.
right there.
If
Let's
I
be
enter
real.
his body, he can transform into a Soul Reaper even without Rukia's help. I make his heroism that much faster. Actually, I've had my share of trouble too. My soul was supposed to be disposed of, but thankfully, Rukia saved me from that. Well, now that he's a Soul Reaper, Ichigo finally has the strength he needs to protect those around him. He even showed up on national TV while fighting in an abandoned hospital. I wish I could have showed off this cute bod of mine, too. Blast.
Oh, good morning, Ichigo.
Oh, morning, Orihime. What's wrong? Why are you staring at me like that?
Okay, I can't actually pause.
Sado.
Ichigo, is there anything you're keeping from us?
Huh?
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, lately, you just always seem to be covered in injuries. We're worried about you.
Oh, that. It's nothing to worry about. Just some minor stuff.
Really?
Ichigo.
Huh?
Never mind.
Thanks.
Chad's just trying to help somehow.
Ichigo, it's just...
Try to be here
try
for
not
him.
to get yourself hurt too much.
Of course. Thanks, Orihime.
So, I guess if I am touching on some sort of secular media breakdown kind of deal here, I gotta say the whole thing about how, depending on people and how they acted in their living lives, as to how they end up in heaven or hell, essentially, is very much a Christian concept right then and there alone. To where you have that, you have the Soul Reapers essentially representing the angels who are loyal to God, and then you also have specifically the hollows, which are like the demons. And you even have the freaking... You have Aizen later on, who literally is a Soul Reaper who literally turns on the Soul Society, on what's basically heaven. So he's clearly meant to be a character who is in the light, in the place of Satan. There's definitely a lot here overall. That is quite the trip, I gotta be real. Especially when you approach this as a Christian who recognizes the biblical truth properly to begin with. This hits so much harder with the likes of the Bleach storyline, I'd say. And it's part of where I kind of actually dig Bleach a bit more now, because I see the biblical truth in the storyline so much now. It is so interesting. I gotta be real. It's just that, I won't lie, when it comes to these longer animes, I wish that they would go out of their way to have taken the time in adapting the story, not to drag it out with filler, but to instead essentially have the likes of the story being handled one-to-one like it is in the manga, because definitely, I will admit, when it comes to when anime chooses to do filler over the original storyline, because they'd rather make sure that they can still continue to make episodes and make money off of said episodes. It, like, on one hand, not all filler is absolutely terrible, because I will say this with Naruto alone. What was always one of the funniest episodes was the one where Naruto and his teammates are literally wondering what's under Kashi Sensei's mask. And they freaking go hard in trying to figure out what was under his mask. Like, that was genuinely a very funny time. Especially when you are a Naruto fan. Now, that being said, though, there is still just a good amount of filler that is terribly handled, and when it's terribly handled, you end up walking away disappointed, to be real. It's part of where I definitely feel like it would benefit the likes of some of these longer running animes if they did the whole Dragon Ball Z Kai thing, where they redo it, they cut out all the filler, and they just touch on the story purely by itself, without trying to stretch it out with filler in the sense that you normally see with anime. And because of that, I definitely wish that Bleach could do something like that. A cut of Bleach where we essentially get nothing but the original base storyline and nothing more, because it is a very engaging storyline. It's just definitely very intimidating to do that. Like, it's no big deal. I prefer the likes of at the very least Bleach and Naruto versus Dragon Ball and One Piece. Dragon Ball, I genuinely tried to get into, because definitely I'll at least say that the games are such a fun time. But the likes of One Piece is infamous for being ridiculously long. Because of that, definitely when you get situations like Bleach, you definitely would rather it be a redone anime without all the filler, for the sake of getting more people into it sometimes too. Because it definitely is harder to be invested in stuff like this with knowing that you have to really dedicate some time to it. That's maybe just me. I don't know.
You have some very good friends. One more reason to become stronger against Hollows. What's there to worry about? Just defeat them before they can get to you. And now, it's time for your daily training.
I can't make my friends worry so much about me.
I mean...
Ichigo, here it is! Don't let it get away!
Going at it in a place like this. These guys really have no manners.
It's just a weak enemy. It'll be perfect to get yourself used to fighting as a Soul Reaper.
I know. You just told me not to get hurt.
Hmm.
Sorry.
As a rule, you cannot land Keycon moves on opponents with high reishi, and for mid-sized foes such as Hollows, you must reduce their reishi down to nothing before you can land a Keycon move. Using their reishi to 0% will destroy one Kenpaku and cause you to land a Keycon move automatically. Mid-sized foes such as Hollows will move with super armor as long as they have guard gauge, reducing the damage they take. It attacks to reduce the guard gauge, triggering a guard break when the guard gauge reaches 0%. You can deal much more damage than usual to mid-sized foes in guard break.
Something else. That hurts.
Oh.
That hurts. Not so bad. You're mine. Not so bad. I'm still there. That last one was something else. This is too easy. Take this. I'm still here. Take this. Sorry. I'll kill you.
Oh!
Here it comes. Take this. That hurts. Not so bad. I'm still here. Here it comes. I'm still here. We're just starting. Here it comes. I'm still here. You're mine. Sorry. I'll kill you.
Okay. This is definitely very fun so far, I must say.
Huh? That's Ichigo!
What are you?
Boy.
What are you doing here? Your house isn't in this neighborhood, is it?
One of the walls in my house was broken down, and I'm getting it fixed. I'm staying at a hotel close to here for the time being.
Rukia, you erased all of Chad and Orihime's memories of the Hollows. Right, yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Forgot? Wait, I don't remember ever telling you in the first place.
I guess I must have heard about it from Tatsuki. Anyway, it's not safe around these parts either. Be careful, all right? And see you tomorrow.
Huh? Oh, okay. See you tomorrow. Ichigo. What's this bad feeling I have? Why did the wall fall down that night? Was it a sumo wrestler? Shadowboxing? That wouldn't make sense.
Horihime is just such a amusing character due to how just adorably innocent she is.
But it was also something terrifying. And then someone saved me. That girl, the one who was wearing pajamas. Tatsuki remembers her too. And there was a boy there as well. That must have been Ichigo, right? I can't really remember, but I think that he saved me. I'm still looking, trying to find Ichigo somewhere inside of my memories.
Man. Yeah, to be continued. It is kind of neat how it's still kind of episodic, the structure here, too. It does a good job, I think, in structuring the game, generally speaking. So clearly, though, I can also go back and replay levels too, which is nice. Okay. Okay. Next time on Bleach, Ichigo runs into Chad as he's coming back from a hollow hunt. Right then, an explosion takes place close by. As the town falls into chaos, Chad immediately starts rescuing the wounded. Ichigo realizes that the explosion was caused by a hollow, and together with Rukia Kuchiki, heads right to the source. After having saved several people, Chad sees something. The blurry silhouette of Ichigo in his Soul Reaper uniform. This awakens a memory hidden deep inside him. Next time on Bleach, Thoughts of a Friend.
Huh? Is that you, Chad? Hey, what are you doing here?
Ichigo? Rare to see you here, too. This isn't your neighborhood.
Huh? Well, there's no way I can tell him I'm just back from fighting a hollow. That's for sure. I'm, on my way to the bakery. My sisters said they wanted to eat some cake.
I see.
And what about you, Chad?
I went to have a talk with my friend. I'm heading back home now.
I see.
By the way, Ichigo.
Whoa! What was that?
There. What was that booming noise?
Hey, there's been an accident on the main street. A car flew up and got turned over.
An accident? Must have been a huge one. What's wrong, Ichigo?
It's nothing. That was no regular accident. I felt the spiritual pressure of a hollow just now.
There could be wounded people around. I'll go and check. Don't worry. You do realize just how tough I am, don't you?
I do, but...
If I could save somebody by going there, then there's absolutely no reason for me to hesitate.
Wait, Chad!
I gotta say, he's one of the engaging side characters in Bleach so far.
Good. All right,
From what
let's
I
go.
had
I'm counting on
gone
you,
into the original anime to begin with, Chad really was
There you are,
a
Ichigo.
very engaging side character.
There's a hollow nearby.
Yeah, I know that. Come on, let's go, Rukia! Got it!
Okay. Alrighty. And I really am just impressed by what Bleach games that I have played so far, personally speaking. I just want to throw that out there, especially since this is now the third or fourth Bleach game I've played, I'd say. This being definitely one of the better ones I've played so far. Now I remember the name of the DS game, Bleach Dark Souls. That actually was a pretty fun experience for a fighter title. It, however, had like branching story paths, so a lot of the time getting to enjoy that game, I sadly didn't get to actually properly play it with other people as much. Or at least to the full degree of, you know, actually properly owning it for everyone. Because I gotta say, while there are a lot of DS games that I've had the ability to enjoy with other people, I feel like not every not every DS multiplayer game you got to play that much. For example, with Bleach Dark Souls on DS, you didn't get quite as much customization for your fighter, for your for especially getting to enjoy the story alongside other friends as well. It was definitely a game that still held itself back on getting to play much, if any of it at all, with other people. Because, for example, I loved Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. That, I feel like, is a game that some people are kind of harsh towards. As I love Some Call Me Johnny. He's a great game reviewer and everything, but I felt like he was very harsh towards 358 over 2 days. As it was one of the better stories in the first place for Kingdom Hearts, and it was such a fun experience since the gameplay was much closer to traditional Kingdom Hearts gameplay in the best of ways, I feel like. And yet you couldn't actually play that multiplayer with other people unless they had their own copy of the game in the first place. So when I did finally get to play it with my friend Alex McCafferty, who goes by Zix online usually, or Clockwork 13, he and I got to actually enjoy that together through the multiplayer, even doing pseudo PvP battles together. And I gotta say, that was one of my favorite multiplayer experiences ever. Because also, we don't really get to see much of co-op action RPG kind of games, which is, I think, a bummer, because co-op action RPGs can be such a fun experience, I feel like. Especially when I am a fan of games like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. So I will at least say this. I was glad that Bleach Dark Souls, despite not giving everyone equal access to all of the characters and all of the customization options to play PvP on that game, it at least still allowed you to play PvP with one copy of the game. And I played that a lot with Alex as well back then. And that was so much fun. No joke. And also, Soul Resurrection, I'm pretty sure, is the name of the PS3 game that was inspired by Dynasty Warriors. And it was such a great time, too. In general, I feel like these have been some pretty good gaming experiences with Bleach. And I gotta say, with Bleach, I kind of feel like it's been up there as some of the better anime game experiences. Especially when, sadly, not every anime gets the best games, sadly. And I say that as someone who also loved Sword Art Online, even though I also wasn't the biggest fan of...
I'm still here.
Okay. Damn.
Sorry. I'll kill you.
Boom, bitch. Like, thing is, I definitely still do also feel like the second season for Sword Art Online was a bit awkward with the whole thing behind Kirito's sister. It wasn't something that they should have let be a thing in that storyline, if only because I do feel like it took away from what was still an impactful storyline with Kirito facing off against the villain of that season being someone who was trying to steal his girlfriend away from him. And he did it out of love. And that was enough of an impactful uh, story right there for the second season in certain ways. To where I still enjoyed a lot of Sword Art Online, generally speaking. But when I actually sat down and played the Sword Art Online games themselves, and I only played 3 of them, I was pretty disappointed in many ways as well. For starters, with how popular of a franchise it was, I was surprised that it wasn't at least dubbed as well. On top of also, definitely, I feel like the storyline focusing all too much on fan service rather than an actual impactful storyline for Sword Art Online in the games. On top of also the not so great attempt at the how much they went low budget in ways that I feel like really shouldn't have happened to Sword Art Online. Because I feel like if they had, for example, handled Hollow Fragment without uh, the low budget, without the lack of good cutscenes, without the lack of good writing as well for it, it really could have actually been a very engaging experience still, especially if uh, Sword Art Online could have at least had a more uh, high effort um, attempt at uh, that, adapting the original arc's storyline. Because if you were to have done that and done that right, and had that be like an action RPG, make it even co-op to where you can play as the various characters from that first season, you all teaming up and fighting alongside each other, also forming a wide variety of different parties, whether it be just two characters or more, or even times going full on solo as Kirito. Stuff like that could have actually been really good if you had the right developer behind that, if you had the right staff behind that, if you had the right writing behind that too. Because definitely with how much Hollow Fragment and all the other games focused on just the fan service, it is just a waste for Sword Art Online. And definitely, though, I gotta say, if there is one anime franchise that I feel like may have had the biggest waste a uh, of a what anime franchise I feel like may be one of the biggest wastes of a good game series as well is definitely Full Metal Alchemist. I say this as especially someone who notices one of the big uh, one of the big details about Full Metal Alchemist being that it's a franchise that is owned and ran by specifically Square Enix, one of my favorite game developers. Bottom line, I have to say that, especially as someone who even recently did finally uh, play and finish episode Arden, and also uh, generally did look back at some of the other stuff for Final Fantasy 15. But definitely, I'm really surprised that Square Enix, well, when I first found out that they owned Full Metal Alchemist, it was when I specifically saw one of the PS2 games used. And I saw specifically on the cover Square Enix, and I was like, what? No fucking way. Square Enix? You're shitting me. My favorite game developer has the rights to my favorite anime franchise, Full Metal Alchemist. That was not just nothing for me. I was all kinds of like, oh, this has to be good, right? I mean, it's Square Enix. It has to be good. So I bought it on a whim. And I was disappointed. Sorry about that. My grandma is in the hospital tonight. So I'm having to kind of uh, deal with my dad and his friend and my uncle Spud also just all going to see my grandma right now. So I'm gonna be here by myself, I guess. But back to what I was saying about Full Metal Alchemist. I blindly bought the game thinking that I was going to be in for an incredible experience, simply because of my familiarity with Square Enix games, with the quality that their company aims for. Sorry about that again. Just they're finally gone now. But back to what I was saying. So I really was expecting something more out of a game published by Square Enix, especially also being my favorite my favorite anime franchise with Full Metal Alchemist. And I was genuinely disappointed because I really was expecting something far more engaging in that kind of gameplay loop, especially being handled by Square Enix of all game companies. Is not just nothing. It was something that I was expecting, like, oh shit, I'm about ready to get something like a freaking Kingdom Hearts esque Full Metal Alchemist game. Fuck yeah. Not so. Fuck yeah, sadly. So, I mean, I've only played the two PS2 games that was released here in the United States, and I was genuinely disappointed because I was expecting better out of it. Um, Especially when I was hoping the storyline would also get super engaging for that as well. After all, Full Metal Alchemist's storyline in both the original 2003 version and in Brotherhood is phenomenal, to where it is a great time either way. And I was also expecting better out of the storyline for the games, let alone, like, I was thinking, like, imagine like an action RPG open world Full Metal Alchemist game specifically that allowed you to also choose between a variety of party members in order to see their own storylines through their eyes, whether that is Ed, Al, the likes of their father directly would be, of course, engaging too. The likes of Roy Mustang, seeing directly through his eyes in both timelines would have been interesting. Um, Seeing through the eyes of Armstrong would have been interesting as well. Um, Perhaps maybe even seeing through Hughes' eyes would be an interesting timeline too. Uh, and it would also be impactful, of course. Um, what else? What else? I like also Ling would also have been interesting to see through the eyes of. To see through the eyes of Scar as well would have been engaging too. It goes on. The variety of characters that you could have an engaging storyline experience for in such a gameplay loop as well. And to see that instead they just hired some pretty cheap developers. Nothing personally against those guys, but I it was the developers who were known for the Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles games, and those on PS2 were also kind of action RPG experiences, sure, but they really were not well handled as far as the budget. The experience as a whole just wasn't nearly as good as you could have wanted out of something like that to begin with, whether we are talking about Naruto or Full Metal Alchemist. Either way, this was a concept that really needed a better developer behind it when it came to Full Metal Alchemist's games. And that's a bummer, especially because I was like thinking, I thought you guys developed this yourselves. What the fuck? That being said, there are still a huge majority of Naruto games, for example, that are just phenomenal experiences. Mainly the Ultimate Ninja and Ultimate Ninja Storm experiences are just fantastic. Because as someone who, uh, like, Ultimate Ninja Storm was one of my first PS3 experiences when I got the demo, and I was blown away by it. Like, no joke, I was blown away by it. It was phenomenal. It looked great. It sounded great. It played fantastic. It also hit all of the right right spots for being a Naruto fan who really was just blown away by it as a whole. That being said, I really do feel like doing some action RPGs for some of these franchises would have been brilliant ideas, especially if they did it with the right developers behind these projects specifically, such as Square Enix should have literally been behind the Full Metal Alchemist games. Because the fact that they weren't was honestly disappointing. Because I really was expecting something far better out of that for Full Metal Alchemist. And seeing here that, personally, from what I've played of Bleach games myself, I do have to say that I believe that it has been a relatively well handled anime franchise when it comes to games so far. The only thing that I can't really say that I was invested enough in was J-Star's Victory Versus and Jump Force, as those were games that I honestly expected a lot more from in those cases. Um, Down to how I was also disappointed that they literally went out of their way to not have a dub for it, which was surprising given how much more effort you see being put into a lot of these other games. Because definitely, when it comes to Bleach, from what I've actually played directly from Bleach, I've been pretty impressed with what they've pulled off for this franchise. The only thing that I have yet to play personally from this franchise that I just don't have any experience with so far, and that I even know of in the first place when it comes to Bleach games, is specifically the PSP games, which were also fighters. And, well, in part, that was because of the fact that, it was not a it wasn't even localized, so there just was never a chance for me to have played it initially to begin with, even though I have seen tutorials that people have put out there that helps you navigate the menus for those games, but that's kind of all I am aware of for those PSP games. Other than that, my experiences have had been Bleach, Dark Souls, and the PS3 game. I'm trying to remember the name of that one too. Soul Resurrection. At least I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Bleach Soul Resurrection. That's it. That I've actually played on PS3 a little bit, and I was pretty impressed with it too. It was definitely fun, I thought. It definitely looked great. The gameplay felt perfectly fine as well. It was overall a pretty uh, a pretty decent time, I thought, from what I have played. That being said, that's really been it, and this is my third Bleach game, and I have to say, I am impressed with what they're pulling off here. I'm impressed with how good these cutscenes look, for example, as the cutscenes themselves are great looking. Genuinely, I truly mean that. The cutscenes here look great. To where this feels like a pretty nice cinematic experience for the Bleach franchise as well still, which is something that I feel like it is kind of outdoing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm on right here, as that was something that I kind of felt so on when it comes to Ultimate Ninja Storm, as it feels like a good chunk of the time with that franchise specifically, Ultimate Ninja Storm uh tends to cheapen out on a lot of the cutscenes, even though there are quite a few that do look phenomenal as well. But here so far with uh Bleach, I'm sorry, what's the name of this one again? Bleach Rebirth of Souls. This has been impressive. The effort that they have put towards just the cutscenes alone with Soul Resurrection wasn't very good. But here, this looks great. It sounds great. You have the great voice acting that I thought you would even expect out of, you know, the dub itself. And overall, this has been definitely up there as one of the better anime game adaptations that I've seen come about here for anime. That I'd say even surpasses how good I thought some of the Dragon Ball game experiences had been too. And, you know, those were already a pretty good time too. Despite being someone who didn't really care for Dragon Ball myself. So what we have here, I really do have to say I am pleased with what I have here. And God bless you guys. You guys are doing a great job with this game, I feel like so far.
These people by yourself? That must have been dangerous. But it's a huge help. I guess it's nothing. Anyway, there are still people who need help there. Help them, please. Oh yeah, thanks! It's that new girl again. I fear that it's just like that other time. I kind of remember looking after a talking parakeet. Yuichi Shibata. That boy's soul got into the parakeet. I was going around trying to protect him. No, wait. Yuichi Shibata? Souls getting into parakeets? What am I even talking about? But I do remember something. Ichigo saved me. I'm sure of that. But for some reason, he's pretending that it didn't happen. He sounded rather strange when I ran into him earlier, too. He's an absolutely terrible liar. If he doesn't want
to be fair, he can be, yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Now let's just see what this sounds like played backwards.
There's quite a few characters right here alone, actually. Damn. Yeah. Badass that Chad's here too. Yeah.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's get started already.
Now let's just see what this sounds like played backwards.
Damn.
Well, okay, we can get this going.
Ah, yes! Looks like it's my lucky day.
Get ready.
Oh shit.
I'm not done yet! Are you ready? Prepare for my next strike!
To your liking.
You're too weak! Let's try my luck! Are you ready? I'm not done yet!
Strike back.
I'll kill you! No way! Prepare for my next strike! Prepare for my next strike!
Strike back.
Not this. Whoops.
Harder!
Strike back. This is uncomfortable.
You're too weak!
Still have a lot.
Ow, fuck.
Wow.
What a
Wow.
Strike back.
How do you like it? Take this. Wow. Like
Prepare
this.
for my next strike! Come at me!
Strike back.
Let me have some fire! Let's have some
Shit.
split up!
Damn.
Ozukimaru!
Looks like it's all over. We should put an end to this.
Here I come!
I should take this a bit more seriously. Shibari Benihime. Yasobi Benihime. Juzutsunagi.
Boom, bitch. Damn.
Looks like it's a good day to die. Don't go and forget my name now. Yuman Hozukimaru!
Damn, son.
Yep. That won't do anything.
This is so badass. Oh, Mitch.
I should take this a bit more seriously. Shibari Benihime, Yasobi Benihime, Juzutsu Nagi.
Boom.
Let's see who's stronger.
This is just so badass having this.
I have no other choice. Always be prepared, see? I'll get serious, just a bit.
Oh. Oh, ho, ho. Get your fucking ass handed to you, son. Woo.
Sukimaru is a rather slow starter. It's usually fast asleep when I perform Bankai.
Careful now.
Ah, son of a bitch.
That's fierce. Sukimaru!
Ow. Son of a bitch. Oh. Now or never.
Riku Dokoro. Hado number 91. Senjuko Tentaiho. My apologies.
Boom, bitch.
Slash at you with all my strength.
Aren't you gonna dodge? Did it hurt you?
Oh. Woo.
Okay. Aren't you gonna dodge?
Luck has forsaken you.
Like this?
This is uncomfortable. The next one's coming. Don't miss it. The next one's coming.
That isn't gonna hurt. Put more heart into it.
I wasn't expecting this. This is my trump card.
Shit.
That's fierce. Sukimaru.
Ow. Damn. Still new to this, but man, this is so freaking badass.
Is the strongest.
Yeah. So far, this is definitely an easy freaking 9 out of 10 for me. And thank you to all who decided to check this out with me. God bless you all.